All right, we are following some breaking news right now out of Washington. President Trump just announcing that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has been fired. The president posting on Truth Social, quote, "I am pleased to announce that the highly respected United States Senator from the great state of Oklahoma, Markwayne Mullin, will become the United States Secretary of Homeland Security effective March 31st. The current secretary, Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, will be moving to be Special Envoy for the Shield of the Americas, our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. We are announcing that Saturday in Florida. I thank Kristi for her service at Homeland." So let's bring in White House reporter for thehill.com, Julia Manchester, to get some reaction here. Julia, listen, this is not necessarily a surprise. There have certainly been rumblings that the president wasn't happy with her, but I mean, this still is quite a shock. What more can you tell us?
It is. That's absolutely right, Nichole. This is quite a shock. And I think we all were getting a sense that something was going on this week, because we saw during the two hearings that Kristi Noem did on Capitol Hill this week, she was getting a lot of pushback from Republican senators, and not just Republican senators who have been critical of President Trump, but Republican senators like Senator John Kennedy, who really went after Noem for over $200 million ad buy she did, accusing her of not getting, really being looped in with President Trump on that. And President Trump actually just telling Reuters in a phone interview just within the last hour that he did not sign off on that ad buy. So a lot of this conversation, a lot of this speculation has been percolating out of Capitol Hill. There's been a lot of, I think, public criticism of Kristi Noem growing from Republicans. And really this comes, I think, on the heels of just a very difficult public relations era time, I guess you could say, for the Department of Homeland Security. Of course, earlier this year, we saw the shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy in those ICE protests up in Minnesota, and that put a lot of bad press on Kristi Noem and her leading of the department. There were, I think, a lot of questions earlier this year whether President Trump would fire her. He was sticking by her, but now he has moved her to another position and appointing Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin, an ally of his in the Senate, to replace her.
All right, so we know, Julia, there's also been talk of some impropriety between her and advisor Corey Lewandowski. What more can you tell us there?
Well, and I think part of this, when we go back to the hearings that we saw this week, Kristi Noem was being asked about an alleged extramarital affair with Corey Lewandowski, by members of the committees, and it was being publicized. It was being talked about. And right now, I think during a time when President Trump has launched strikes on Iran, when there are increased threats to the U.S. homeland, this isn't something any administration would want, the public to be focusing on when it comes to their Department of Homeland Security. So you get a sense that sort of the controversy surrounding Kristi Noem was becoming, I think, just a distraction for the administration, and putting someone like Mullin in is very key. Now, this all being said, Nichole, this is so incredibly notable because we really haven't seen President Trump, this administration, during his second administration, fire, many high-ranking officials. That was something that happened during his first administration. So this is a pretty big earthquake.
Absolutely. So as I'm looking at this Truth Social post from President Trump saying that she is going to be moving to be Special Envoy for the Shield of the Americas, this new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. So he says that they'll be announcing this Saturday. Can you tell us any more about this this new position that Noem will apparently be filling?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Nichole, I don't know a ton about this position in particular, but, this is President Trump essentially moving, officials around to maybe appease someone like Kristi Noem to keep her in the administration and maybe not, make it look like he's not flat out firing her. This is him trying to, I think, keep everyone in various camps happy.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.